Okay, this week we're going to do another pelvic mobility one, specifically focusing on a little bit more rotation and um, some rotation with extension, which is challenging for me as I go through this video. But okay, so we're going to start off. I call them windmill adductor rocks. So you're going to be on hands and knees. Our other leg is going to be toes are pointed out, knees bent at 90. You want to really open up your hips here so you feel a little bit of a hip flexor stretch on this side. And then our adductor muscle is the muscle in the inside here. And we're going to rock nice and slowly. Keep that heel planted. So you should feel a little bit of a calf stretch at the bottom where that knee's all the way out. And then you're rocking back and forth. So nice inner leg and a little bit of hip flexor stretch. Good. And then we're going to switch sides. Get that foot planted. Then we're going to rock. Ooh, this side's a little tighter on me. We're going to rock back and forth. Good. Nice and slow. Make sure we're breathing, even though we're not like working out. It's still a mobility exercise. You want to get blood flow to those muscles. So rocking back and forth. Okay. And then when I call adductor rocks, we're going to have knees under our hips, plant those hands, going to kick one leg out to the side. And now we're going to go back and forth. So we're going to get another part of that inner leg muscle. And then now a little bit of that outer glute on the opposite side. So we're going to rock back and forth 5 to 10 reps. I like to go with the speed of my inhale and exhale, so we're not going super fast. Getting a little bit of breath in there too. So rocking back and forth, switching sides as you feel you've opened that up. Good. One more for me. Good. Then we're going to sit into butterfly. We're going to add a little bit of a kind of new move part here. So knees are out. Try to push those knees down as far as we can. And then I want you to roll those shoulders down and back. And then lean as far forward as you can. And then slip those elbows back into those knees. So you should also feel a little bit of a low back stretch. And then release it. You can do a little butterfly like old school gym class. And then again, we're going to lean as far forward as you can. Push those knees down. Good. And back up. Flap it out again. One more time. Lean forward. Push those knees down. Stretch out that lower back. Okay. Now we have kind of a newer one that I've been playing around with a little bit. So we're going to have our knees wide, so like the outside of your mat. From there, we're going to rotate our hips out. And so the arch of our foot is actually on the floor. Okay, and then you're going to sit back. So we have some extension with rotation combined. If you feel comfortable enough, you can go on your elbows. If that's too much, then stay on your hands. The key is, for me, when I go onto my elbows, I feel like I'm not able to relax as much. I can definitely feel my like glute wanting to contract because it's a little bit too aggressive for me. And so I've been working on trying just to go down, there we go, for a couple of seconds. I'm like settling in and then coming up. You can also play with sitting back farther because that makes it a little bit more intense of a stretch. And then lowering down. I'm getting better. And then coming up and then sitting even farther. But that rotation with that extension of those legs is a good one for those hips. Okay, so playing around with that one. Last one, we're going to do some hip cars. So knees under our hips, wrists under shoulders. We're going to lift up and then rotate out so your knee and your hip are parallel. Then we're going to come down and around and then reverse it. Lift back and around and then out to the side, back and around, and then kick back and around. So making a circle, then switching sides. So lift up rotate around, drop down. Then we're going to come out to the side, rotate, and back. Again, lift, rotate, and back. Good. And then out to the side, rotate, back down. One more. Lift. Get that knee above your hip as you're rotating, or at least parallel. Rotate and drop back down. Okay? So those 5. That Frogger one I'm really liking, although it is challenging, especially for the backside of my hips. And if you've been in the office at all, for one of the things we're really working on is our middle glutes. We really clench to gain some stability because our core is not as strong as we want, especially when you're lifting and carrying things. And so I'm really trying to help you guys open up your hips a little bit more so these outer glutes start to engage better, so we're not always just glute clenching or like gripping from our butts. Okay, so have fun with those.